In a small, peaceful town, there was a family known for their warmth and kindness. The family consisted of a father, a mother, and their 15-year-old son, Jake. Jake was a spirited boy, full of energy and ambition. He loved spending time outdoors and had a passion for basketball. Every evening after school, he would head to the local court, practicing shots and perfecting his skills. One day, Jake came home from school looking troubled. He threw his school bag on the couch and sat down, staring at the wall. His mother noticed his unusual silence and approached him. "Jake, what's bothering you?" she asked gently. Jake let out a sigh and slumped further into the couch. "I got a bad grade in math," he muttered. "I tried my best, but no matter how hard I study, I can't seem to get it right. And I see my friend Ethan, who barely studies, getting perfect scores. It's not fair." His mother, understanding her son's frustration, smiled softly and sat beside him. "I know it's tough, sweetie," she said, "but I think I can help you understand something important. How about we take a little walk?" Jake, curious but still frustrated, agreed and followed his mother to the backyard, where a small garden full of flowers and trees surrounded them. They sat on a bench beneath the shade of a big oak tree. "Jake," his mother began, "there are 3 important lessons I want you to learn from what happened today. These lessons will help you understand that success comes in many forms, and it's not always about comparing yourself to others." Jake sat up, eager to listen. "What are these lessons, Mom?" His mother smiled and said, "The first lesson is about embracing your own unique strengths. Tomorrow, I want you to invite Ethan to play basketball with you. Just spend time together and enjoy the game. Let's see what you learn from that." The next day, Jake eagerly invited Ethan to the basketball court. As they played, Jake noticed something interesting. While he easily sank shots from all over the court, Ethan struggled to even get the ball through the hoop. Ethan kept laughing and making jokes about how bad he was at basketball, but Jake noticed that he was genuinely enjoying the experience. After the game, Jake met his mother again in the backyard. "Mom, I played with Ethan. It was fun, but I realized something." "What did you learn?" his mother asked. "Ethan isn't good at basketball, but he had a great time, and that made me think about how much better I am at basketball than he is. But that's okay. We all have our own talents. I just need to focus on what I love." His mother nodded and said, "Exactly, Jake. You're good at basketball because it's something you enjoy. Everyone has their own strengths, and it's important to accept that." Now here comes the second lesson. I want you to observe Ethan carefully tomorrow at school. Watch how often he engages in math-related tasks and what kind of attitude he has toward math, his mother said. The next day, Jake paid attention to Ethan. He watched as Ethan was constantly scribbling down calculations, working on math problems during breaks, and even solving puzzles in his spare time. He was completely immersed in the subject he loved. That evening, Jake reported to his mother, "Mom, Ethan is always working on math. He does it in class, during breaks, and even when he has free time. It's like he's always practicing." His mother smiled proudly. And that's the second lesson. If you want to be great at something, you have to practice it consistently. The reason Ethan does so well in math is that he enjoys it and practices all the time. Just like you practice basketball every day. Practice isn't a burden when you love what you do. Jake nodded thoughtfully. He now understood that success was not just about effort, but about dedication and passion. But Jake was still curious. "What's the third lesson, Mom?" he asked eagerly. "For the third lesson, I want you to really think about how much better Ethan is at math compared to you," his mother said. "How much better do you think he is?" Jake thought for a moment and replied, "Maybe he's 3 times better than I am." His mother smiled and said, "Now I want you to study math 3 times harder than you usually do. Dedicate yourself to it and really push yourself to learn." The next day, Jake took the challenge seriously. He spent hours studying math, reviewing notes, and solving problems. He pushed himself harder than ever before, but by the time he finished his study session, he felt exhausted. His head throbbed from all the effort, and before he realized it, he had fallen asleep at his desk. Later that evening, his mother gently woke him up for dinner. Afterwards, she asked him to meet her in the backyard again. With his head hanging low, Jake approached his mother. "Mom, I tried. I studied 3 times harder, but I just couldn't keep up. I ended up falling asleep." His mother smiled gently and said, "Jake, do you know why you couldn't keep up? It's because you were trying to master something you don't enjoy. When you try to force yourself to study something you're not passionate about, it becomes hard to stay motivated. But when you enjoy what you're doing, it doesn't feel like work. You can dedicate yourself to it without getting tired. That's the power of passion." Jake sat in silence for a moment, reflecting on his mother's words. Then she added, "So, if you want to be good at something, you need to either study what you love or learn to love what you're studying. Find joy in the journey, not just the destination." Jake felt a sense of clarity wash over him. He understood that success wasn't just about hard work. It was about finding passion in what you do and staying committed to it, no matter how difficult it might seem at first. The next day, Jake decided to approach his math studies with a different attitude. He started looking for ways to make math more interesting for himself. He worked on the problems that intrigued him, and slowly but surely, he began to improve. And all along, he continued to play basketball, finding joy and excitement in every game. Years later, Jake became an accomplished mathematician, known for his innovative approach to the subject. But he never forgot the lessons his mother had taught him. He knew that the secret to success was not about comparing himself to others, but about embracing his own strengths, practicing with passion, and finding joy in the process of learning and growing. And so, Jake's journey to success was not just about achieving greatness in his field. It was about understanding that true success comes from within, from the love of what you do, and the dedication you put into it every single day. The story of Jake teaches us that success is not a one-size-fits-all concept. It is about discovering your passions, dedicating yourself to continuous improvement, and learning to love the process, not just the outcome. With persistence, practice, and a positive mindset, you can unlock the secret to your own success.